Buongiorno, una domanda per Jeffrey Katzemberg e una domanda per Ben Stiller e Chris Rock. Per Ben Stiller e Chris Rock volevo dire che i personaggi questa volta c'è un po' meno di psicologia, ce n'è sempre, ma insomma un po' meno, e in compenso c'è diciamo così più un intervento dei personaggi minori, per esempio le scimmie. Ci sono dei numeri molto divertenti, però riservati anche ai personaggi collaterali, diciamo. Com'è che è avvenuta questa scelta? Perché? E a Jeffrey Katzemberg volevo chiedere le difficoltà tecniche, cioè mi pare che la scena dell'aereo sia molto complicata. Ecco, quali novità ci sono sotto il punto di vista tecnico e quali sono state le difficoltà? Grazie.
How to answer my question.
You do?
You understand how to answer yours?
I don't. I'm going to try to explain the monkeys and how they relate to my character's psychological lack of complexity. I can't help you there.
No, non ho detto che il suo personaggio manca di complessità.
How many times did you see the movie?
I'm sure you have seen the movie, and I enjoy it very much.
Thank you. Now we're talking directly. Screw the translator, it's you and me. Come on.
For the second question.
The only thing I think this time there is less psychological complexity, and it's more on amusing numbers. It's a sort of stand-up comedian.
I think there's like a different balance in the movie, but I don't feel it's less, like, you know, complex. I feel like it's actually a little bit more emotional. I really think the storyline with Alex and his parents is really a great sort of, you know, real emotional through line for the story, and also the friendship between Marty and Alex. I feel like those are the core things that are sort of there, and then there are a lot of set pieces and great funny characters that are surrounding, you know, the rest of the movie, which is, I think, one of the strengths of the movie. I think that's what's great about it. You have the monkeys, you got the penguins, you've got Gloria and Melman, and Moto and all these, you know, just
Old lady?
Yeah, the old lady, the whole, you know, there's like great big physical comedy, and there's also emotional stuff, and then there's also sort of, you know, jokes that are, you know, the kids don't even get, and so I think it's a great mix of things. Thank you.
On the complexity, well, that's not a challenge, it's an opportunity. The level of technical innovation that has occurred in the 3.5 years from the first movie to the second movie is something that, you know, I think is very obvious to the eye. Immediately you see the richness and the detail of the African world, of the landscapes, being able to do things with the camera. You talk about in terms of the plane crash, and the camera work on this movie is much, much more sophisticated than it was on the first. So the amazing thing about computer animation is that the rate of innovation continues to be extraordinary. And year after year after year, we keep finding that we do have the tools to deliver a richer and better visual experience for moviegoers.
Buongiorno, sono qui. Avrei bisogno di una risposta da tutti i doppiatori. Volevo chiedere, il fatto che questo sia un sequel vi porta anche a un'evoluzione dei vostri personaggi in qualche maniera? E come immaginate il loro futuro? Pensate di poter contribuire, e questa domanda è riferita chiaramente più a Ben Stiller e a Chris Rock, al loro futuro anche dal punto di vista delle storie? Perché la grande differenza forse tra questo film e il precedente è che molte dei personaggi nell'elemento fisico riconosciamo qualcosa di voi, soprattutto, non so, penso al Leone quando ha il suo monologo, all'inizio c'è qualche cosa del Ben Stiller che conosciamo, e pensate che in futuro si possa essere sempre una maggiore interazione tra i vostri, tra voi come comici, come attori e i vostri personaggi? Grazie.
What? I'm sorry. Well, I think that we are connected to the characters, and the animators do. They videotape us when we go in there, and there's some sort of connection with what we're doing. But in terms of like where the characters go and the and the future of them, I think it's sort of determined by what the stories. We're trying to get home, I think.
Yeah, I mean they're a little more. I think the characters are a little more complex in this one, in the sense that first of all, we're not scared of being in the wild, of the jungle. So our big problems are over in that sense, and now it's on to the little problems. That's how life generally works itself out. Like poor people don't go to psychiatrists. You know what I mean? Like, worry about food and shelter. And our characters, now that we have food and shelter and whatever, we're now we're going to now it's time for our psychological ills.
The luxury of neurosis.
The luxury of neurosis. There you go. And so we're dealing with our neurosis.
I also think that there's probably something about the idea that what Chris was saying, that the characters have changed, and that when in the third one, if we're trying to get home, maybe there's something in that they get home and it's different, because going back to a cage and going back to the zoo would probably be a different experience after having been out in freedom and in the open, like change them as animals.
Very importantly, though, I do want to say that if we do have the opportunity to make the third chapter of the story, since it is something that we know something about, I believe, last I heard from the writer-directors of it, I believe we will be making a stop here in Rome.
They go through a time vortex and they end up in ancient Rome. And they land in the Colosseum and the gladiators are trying to kill them.
That'll work.
Hanno chiesto la domanda anche per Susan. Mi spiace. Sì, prego.
Beh, insomma, l'evoluzione dei personaggi dipende un po' anche a loro. A lei piacerebbe andare ovunque, mi piace, se ne fanno anche in Irlanda mi piacerebbe andare. Simpatico, non so, girare un po'. A Dubai adesso ho fatto un grattacielo nuovo alto, mi piacerebbe vederlo come leone. Mi piacerebbe vedere un leone nel deserto, no? Bello, mi piacerebbe. Tu cosa hai visto? Lei va bene Dubai.
Salve, Paolo Marco da Every Eye. Volevo sapere, praticamente, vediamo in questo film una grande evoluzione anche tecnica proprio nella rappresentazione dei personaggi. La mimica dei personaggi è molto accurata e riflette, possiamo appunto, come diceva il mio collega, riconoscere nei personaggi gli attori da cui hanno preso la voce. Volevo sapere tecnicamente se gli animatori avevano eseguito a mano, diciamo, il lavoro di scolpire sui personaggi la mimica degli attori, o se era stato un, diciamo, motion capture o qualche altra tecnica di questo genere. Grazie.
No. Just great actors and great animators.
Una domanda per Chris Rock e Ben Stiller, Daniele Catena, Out Magazine. Nel film c'è un leone attore, un pinguino che sposa una bambolina, insomma quanto è importante la diversità e quanto è importante preservarla e come si fa a rompere il legame diversità e razzismo?
Huh? Oh, go Obama. Yes, it's very important for a hippo and a giraffe to get together and be in love. And it's great for kids to see hippos and giraffes being in love, and lions being friends with zebras. I think the world needs more of that.
Interspecies. Yeah, I think it's a great message in the movie. I mean, it's it's really good for I think, kids to see that, you know, you don't have to look the same to be friends or to have differences and still be friends. And, you know, all that is just sort of subtly there, and yet it's not, obviously it's not hitting anybody over the head, but it's, you know, just part of the friendship message of the movie, which I think is sort of like the core of the movies.
Angelo Lontani dalle Bicchiere.
Buongiorno, io avevo una domanda per Alessandro.